Okay, so I got a notification on my phone that said, God, what did it say? Recovery options for law enforcement. And I clicked on it, and it just took me to my Facebook. Now, of course, I should have taken a screenshot first, but I was expecting it to take me to a notification for law enforcement, and it didn't. So now I'm wondering what that was all about. Are they actually going to investigate the crimes against me? Or are these cops again breaking the law and abusing their power? Is a good question. Obviously, I got myself a haircut. How does it look? Well, the only reason that I'm making this video is because of the notification that I got. It's pretty screwy. So I guess what I gotta do is go into my email and see if there's a notification there. They should have taken this seriously from the start. I'm gonna post a link in the bottom of this video so that the video I'm posting all the conversations with witnesses in is something that comes to the forefront of everyone's minds. A lot of people did very cruel things and they got away with it. All of my attempts to get things sent to law enforcement online and have them actually do something have been unsuccessful. Sending my information to everyone that I know. Not literally everyone I know, but sending my information to people who offered to help didn't get anywhere. It doesn't matter what you did to help me if you didn't speak up about it, if you didn't write it down and attempt to make a police report, and if you did try to make a police report and the police refused you, you need to speak up about that. If you want to be angry that, well, after you didn't speak up, that I recorded conversations and posted them up, you should have been a decent person. You should have spoke up. You should have written it down. You should have saved the evidence. It shouldn't have taken years for you to come forward. Now I'm going to tell you about the 3 different groups. The first group is the A-Team. That's all of the people that were involved in the situation with Natalie Bollinger. That would be Natalie and Alicia and Maddie. And of course everybody that I went to for help about that. Like Joanna Taylor Smith and Derek Parrish and Mark Swanigan and Jamie Curtis and Brenda Dickinson and Tamara from Region 1 and Nicole Peralta from Region 1 and Jeff Ritter from the Colorado Coalition of the Homeless and Kara Heller from the Colorado Coalition of the Homeless, and let's see who else, Laura Nelson and her husband David Nelson, and of course Kinga Nichols, That's the A-team, basically. There's also Tim Beeson and a few other people who wanted to make harassment calls to me before Natalie was killed. See, these people were gaslighting me well before Natalie was killed. If they hadn't been gaslighting me and harassing me and threatening me and assaulting me, this would have all been done and over with when I left Virginia. Candace Bondurant was also involved in the situation. She'd be A-teamer. Then there's the B-team. These are the people who offered to help. Well, I guess another A-teamer would be Kayla Trujillo, obviously, and Joshua Hebert. It's not that I wasn't trying. It's that people weren't listening. They were too busy talking over me and telling me just to man up, or telling me I just gotta love myself. Telling me to love myself did not stop the abuse. Ken and Leah would be A-teamers as well. There's a lot of people that were aware, at least in part, of what was going on. Most of them, due to their selfishness or their ignorance, were incapable. Then there's the B-team. This is people who offered to help after Natalie was killed and just couldn't keep their word due to whatever their situation was. And of course, anybody that I went to for help. That would be, well, actually, I guess Roseanne Kelly would also be an A-teamer. On the B-team would be people like Kara Johnson Miles, Shannon Alvarado, Cara Rogers, aka Cara Mia, Aaron Cockerham, and many, many others who just never came forward. People like Mandy Hughes and Alyssa Rainwater and Dan Faber. And, well, quite a few other than that too. Katie Cahill, Russell Huggins would be an A-teamer. He knew a little bit about the situation, but not much. Dee Dee Klang and Rachel Klang would be A-teamers. Rodney Klang would be a B-teamer. My dad would be a B-teamer. My stepmother, Diane Schwartz, used to be Diane Bartlett. She'd be a B-teamer. And then we have the C-team. These are people who can testify to my character. These are all people who knew me before Natalie was killed. Let's see. Brett Roloff would be an A-teamer still. Let's see. Sarah Rubiolo Spice would be an A-teamer. Mandy Singer would be a B-teamer and a C-teamer, I guess. Kind of on the cusp there. Chelsea Akins would be a C-teamer. My older brother Eric would be a C-teamer. My little sister would be a B-teamer. Um, my mother would be a toilet.